Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, I think I will show my example deck of the one deck or archetype, and then I will explain all the cards of the archetype. I think is I don't know what to call this segment. Maybe explanatory card or something. I will not showcase the five of the card. Maybe it's for another video if I have the time to show it to you. But I think for this video I will showcasing all of the card of this archetype, and then how you will use that. So this is the example. This deck is very is still incomplete because some missing card like this card is still missing. So I will explain to you the card that for building this deck. For starter, there is three. There is knee that will search your grade 3 Igor. This card is basically for drawing and for counter charge research. Is very research managing. And then the last is Lucy. Lucy is for the new skill thing that is vanish delete. So vanish delete is like when you bind one of that card in the drop, so call it vanish delete. Move to the great one that we have for the Legionera. There is Vera is for the big number. So one of your other unit get 2k, plus 2k, and then there is Boro. This card is specific for Oxys. So when you use Oxys, this card is will come in handy because it gets plus 5k, so you get 11k attacker. And this Gatario is like it's like attacker thing, like not the it will be useful for you attacking with this card. So this card is 10k attacker. And there is Edda is vanilla 8k. And then this Kunek is the really useful card because you basically can draw one with Soul Blast too, and the Soul Blast you can do with Legend if you want. The receiver for the Sentinel is standard Sentinel, and that's Quim. So Quim is sometimes it's very useful, sometimes you don't want to use it. So the effect is when this card is boosting the unit that hit Vanguard, so you can lock one of your opponent back row. So when you think this, you can lock when your opponent Vanguard is dead. So it's kinda nice to have lock one of the back row, so the opponent cannot boost for your Vanguard. And then move to the next. For this era we have Nigel. I don't know the front. So this card is very useful if you want to the vanish deleting. So the vanish deleting is the thing that will be the main thing of the new card for this archetype for the Deletor. There is a specific card that will use vanish delete. So for how many card is the vanish deleted is gain more effect. And there is gain is nice, it's good. I don't think it's very good, but you can Soul Blast, vanish delete one of your opponent to card from Dolson, and then this gain 3k. And then this drone. That I think drone you can, I don't know, it's just for the defense, but I don't think this card is too good. But for if you want to use it for boosting your finger, it's very useful in some case. I think you can put this unit to your soul and discard card from hand to draw 2 cards, and then you can finish delete one of your opponent drop card from draw. And then for the new general is Ender. Basically this thing will be using I using this for this deck because the effect if you have another discard and your opponent is delete, you can your opponent will be deleted in the start of your turn, so it's not undeleted. And that's for the grade 1. And that's grade 2. For the grade 2 there is the EGOT is for 12k attacker, and then there is approach. This thing is nice attacker if your opponent finger is there, so you gain 5k. And there is Evo. This thing is more like if you want to fill your board with more cards, you can use this card. And this is Geo. Geo is more like 10k vanilla. And then this card, Gale is a free lock card. You will not pay you will not pay any cost for one of your opponent 3. It's very useful. So when the opponent finger is deleted, you can lock one of your opponent's front rear. There is no cost for this card, so pick this one immediately. It's very much. And there is gel. Gel is for your counter charges, soldier more like your resource. So you can recycle your counter and so. And there is for the new card, so this given you can this card is for searcher for the grade 3. Oh sorry, I mean not searcher but standard. I don't think it's very useful, but if you want like for grade or to use it for searching grade 3, for some case if you want to use it with grade doll, so you can search crayon is I think it's nice, but the cost is you must retire Deletor and counter placement, so it's heavy resource. And this is card Alba. I think Alba is very nice card. You must get this card to your deck, because if you play gray, we need but we must play gray. When the opponent is deleted and your finger is gray, you can call Elro. You can call this card to the one of your rear card. So you can call this card to the left. And then there is the second effect, the right row. You can get this card more 3k when this attack. And the skill is like when press, you can return one of your Deletor, and then you return one of your rear card and finish Deletor. It's very nice. The cost is not very heavy, and then the effect is very nice if you want to return one of your rear card and then gain more juga. They discard the couple for Alba. Nothing much, but when the card when your opponent rear card is placed by card effect, you can counter charge it. you can countercharge and then just a card from your option and finish deleted. So how you get this effect done? Very simple. Use this card. This card when that reverse effect. When you call the Elrond couple, the thing is your opponent called the top card of the deck at the start of your opponent next turn. So this card is very needed if you want this two card. But I think for Gale is considerably if you do not want to play the final start. But I think it's still good card. And then for the grid, we start from the start, and the start is no, don't start with them, but with this card. New work is 13. Yeah, just adding more power to your one of your real card, and then just more power. I think this card is nice when it comes to the skill. If the finger kill is the lyrical skill, so the finger skill is when this unit take vanguard if the opponent is 12k or greater. This unit get more plus 10k. I think it's nice if the finger skill is exchanged to the lyrical skill. But yeah, it's still good. And then Iggy is more I think it's still good if you want to extend your attack or adding more lock card to your opponent. Is the effect is when this unit takes a vanguard, you can lock one of your opponent back row rear guard if the opponent vanguard is locked. Yeah, you can more lock one of your rear guard, and this I don't know is this card is very good or not, but it's up to you for building this. You can when drive check level grade 3 is the trigger more like the I don't know if the JR is adding a heal trigger and critical stand for some card some deck, so I don't think it's the trigger anymore, but the grade I will more specifically grade. You can redirect the rear guard to direct your opponent finger. It's still bad, but the main thing for the Legion era is this card still. So you can when Legend with the gear, the card that when opponent delete, you can knock one of your opponent front row recall. When again control place one discard Deletor to delete your opponent finger, and at the start of opponent strike phase your opponent must discard a card. If not, they cannot try. This card is nice for the cost is not very heavy. But just counter place one and discard Deletor. Yeah, and this card can recycle your drop zone for more card in your deck. Yeah, this card is very nice to this day. And then Oxys. For this card, the cost is more heavy, but the effect is still more like the same. But this card is adding the power, so this card will be 21k. So, water press 2, put the turret god into the soul to direct your opponent's finger and get plus 10k until the end of the turn. And this card for the tight pass, if your finger is deleted, your opponent might discard a card from the hand. If not, your opponent cannot try. Yeah, it's still the same as the Zell, but not the Legend or like a solo card. And then to the next one, Chaos. I think this card is good addition to this deck. The cost is very heavy. Control Blaster and discard 2 but you can delete your opponent vanguard and lock two of your rear guard. So if you delete the vanguard and lock the front row rear guard, yeah, it's free attack for you. You can attack. You can attack freely. And then this what Grado. For Grado, I don't think it's not what I don't think it's very important, but for some time it's very useful. So the thing is, this skill Grado put a docking Deletor Crayon from a soul into the drop zone, and then retire Deletor guard to delete your opponent's vanguard. Choose a card at random from your opponent's drop zone and finish deleted. Yeah, for the cost of this card to delete and finish delete is very small, just one card and one card from your soul, and then one specific card, and then one of your rear guard. And then for how can I get this card? It's either by you write upon this card, write upon crayon, and or when this unit attack hits vanguard, counter +1 to look at top 10 card. So you can search for crayon for prepare for the next delete. And then not just that, you can choose one of your opponent's rear guard, retire it, and then finish delete one of your opponent's card from drop zone. For some situation very nice, but for some then for some either, and this is not very useful, but I think this card is still very good. And then crayon. Quarter press to retire Deletor guard to delete your opponent's vanguard. Just one of your back row and lock it. This card cost is very heavy, but it's very good, not just for the deleting but for the second effect. You delete your opponent's vanguard, just one of the back row and lock it, and then just the card from the drop and finish it. But when you place this card in the vanguard, this card get the effect. When placed, choose card at the random from your drop zone, open the drop zone and finish delete. So you automatically get to finish delete with this card. First from the second skill when this perishes, and then for the counter press and the retire Deletor rear guard. And then when route open by Grado, you can call the Lucy, the starter. So you can lock two of you can when you write Grado, you can still lock the back of the opponent rear guard. Yeah, this card is very nice. Yeah, you must, if you want to play finish delete, you must have this card. And then for the grade 4, I will tell you, you must have 4 of this card. Why? So let's read the. If you had Deletor hard card, counter +1 and retire one of your Deletor reward to delete your opponent's vanguard. Pretty basic, right? But there's more. Just one of your opponent's back row, lock it, and then just card from the opponent drop zone and finish delete. But you will say, this is like the same thing like Grado and Grado. What the difference? There is more. There is more to this card. That if your opponent has 5 or more face down card in the base zone, when you finish delete it, you can draw a card. If have 10, you can draw a card again. So you basically draw 2 cards and retire one of your opponent's rear guard. And if you have 13 and your opponent dimension is 4, you basically auto win. This card is give you an auto win condition. Holy shit! You must have 4 if you want to play the Deletor with the finish delete skill. So with the all the skill and all card I explained for the Deletor, this is my deck. It's not. This is still very incomplete. So four of the new Sentinel. The starter we use Lucy, and then four of Gain, and then Nonagil for the more vanish direct. Gunek is more like if you want to draw more card. Elro is for the taker. Alba is more to fill your card with taker with red cards. Gale is for finish direct. Gale for the locker. Four of the Greyon. For Gradle, I don't think you must play 4 cards for your deck. I think you can play 3. You can play 3 and then you can add more, like you can add 2 legend or discard in chaos, or you can play O6, but I will play 4 of discard. If you want to adding more resource to your deck, Blazer is very useful. And then for the G-Zone, I think discard is for like carry on top. You will write for what the first side you will write discard, and then the next side you will write discard if you want to slide. This must for if you want to play finish still, and then for no unlocker if you play with if you gain another link joker, you can play harmonic messiah. Yeah, so this for first episode of the card explanation, the more like the archetype the explanation. So I don't know how to call this segment. Maybe you guys have some suggestion or anything, you can drop in the comment. Thank you for watching this video, and then see you another time.